live from O'Fallon, Missouri at Fort Zumwalt West High School. A long, long way from the fun zone, Kerry Brown. Mike Bunch, Kerry Brown with you where your Wentzville Holt Indians take on Fort Zumwalt West. Kerry, since we last talked, last broadcasted, this Wentzville Holt team's been on a run. You want to talk about that? And also, we got some changes tonight, Kerry.
Yeah, well, let's start with the changes first. A little incident at Fort Zumwalt North the other night, and unfortunate, a little brawl broke out. Boys left the bench, and so now we're less, probably 9 or 10 kids.
I guess we got five left over from the varsity.
Yeah.
Brought up some JV boys, which we'll talk about in a little bit. This whole team is 17-7, going up against Fort Zumwalt West, 14-9. It's senior night here at Fort Zumwalt West, and regardless of who we have tonight, we have a chance to spoil senior night and also knock these guys out of a share for a conference title, Kerry.
Yeah, that's what they got to do. They got to come out with the mentality that they're going to win this basketball game no matter what, and it can be done with the 5 that they have.
We'll be back with starting lineups in just a moment. Kerry, so the five varsity players that managed to be on the court and or not get in the melee are Lamar Thrash, Orlando Hudson, Jackson. Oh man, I'm sorry, Orlando, the Big O, Orlando Jackson, Mitchell Wilford, Sam Sticks, and of course 34, Teal Daniels. So Kerry, talk about opportunity tonight for a couple of these kids in the starting lineup.
Well, they're going to get some big time minutes. And the main thing we got to realize is Teal Daniels had a huge game against these kids last year. He went for 34 or 38 points or something like that. So he's got to get the ball, and he's got to go to work very quick, you know. So we'll see.
Yeah, and let's talk about the kids that have a primetime opportunity here. I mean, first off, Teal, Orlando, and Lamar Thrash, they're in all the time.
Right.
But you got 55 here, the 6'6" sophomore from Lake St. Louis, Mitchell Wilfer. This is his chance, don't you think, Kerry?
This is his chance. This is his chance to show what we do all the time. You know, it doesn't just baby level. He's got to do it the varsity now.
All right, and then also Sam Sticks, 21. Sam started for the Holt Indians earlier in the year, but then Sam struggled a little bit. He comes off the bench now. It's a chance for Sam Sticks to get some more time as we head into district. Don't you think, Kerry?
Yeah, and this is time for Sam to take his minutes personally. Say, I personally got to do better. I personally got to look for my shot. I personally got to play defense and see what he can come out and get ready to do going into district.
Absolutely. And Kerry, let's talk about another duel we have on tonight, and there's Brandon Graham. We'll talk about him in a minute. All-time leading scorer at Fort Zumwalt West history. The other thing that's going on tonight is you're coming down to crunch time. This is the last game, regular season game of the year, and we got 2 players that are vying for GAC Conference Player of the Year, Teal Daniels from Wentzville Holt and Brandon Graham from Fort Zumwalt West.
Yeah, and this could be a good big-time matchup because both of these kids are really capable of putting up some big-time points. I mean, we know Brandon, he's a streaky kid, but he gets the job done when he needs to get it done. And Teal, he's been a workhorse all year long, passing out of the traps, and man, so many rebounds and blocks and dunks. And this crowd's ready to go, and I think we're going to have a good game.
Yeah, and I think let's also talk about this. We'll give the kids the props from Fort Zumwalt West. Brandon Graham, #1, a senior, all-time leading scorer at Fort Zumwalt West. You know Brandon well. I know Brandon well. I played basketball with Brandon since the kid was in 7th grade up at the YMCA. It's nice to see a good kid like that grow up. Sometimes he matures, sometimes he's not. But I tell you what, if you look in the dictionary, Kerry Brown, and you look under Jim Ratt, Brandon Graham's picture is right there next to it.
Yeah, and you know what? That's the thing with that kid. He can come out and be such a difference maker right off the bat, or he can do it late in the game. It's like he has to switch and he can turn on, and he's so laid back emotionally, but when he needs to get it done, he gets it done.
Yeah, he's a very strong kid, Jackson Jukes, another senior from Fort Zumwalt West that we know very well, plays for the Raptors, and also battled him at the YMCA. We're ready for the tip. Here we go. And Stephen Harris, let's not forget about him, 31, prime-time player. That kid a 3-star athlete, and he can flat-out play basketball. Steal by Jackson off the bat. Oh, and we turn it over. Wonderful steal by Jackson. He had Sam ahead. Sam wasn't even looking. That pass was for him. Jackson went to the ground, unfortunately. And surprisingly, Holt comes out in a 1-2-2 full-court press.
And not only was he not looking, he didn't go after it once he initially didn't make it, you know.
Yeah. I'm a little surprised that Coach Williams done with his press carry with not wanting to get in foul trouble tonight.
Well, they got to come out and do something right off the bat. They got to come out and they got to play.
Harris with a long 3 misses. Holt can't gather the rebound, and Zumwalt West resets. They got Graham up top, the 6'6" junior. At the point of Holt's 1-2-2. There's Zach Holt. He's going to fire. Mitchell can't get the rebound. Thrash does. Here come your Holt Indians, 0-0. 7:09 to go in the first. Bernard Hazlitt from Southern Miss in the house. B. Jackson in the corner. He's got a 3. He fires. He can't even find rim. Air ball, and back we come the other way. Harris. Graham in the corner. All-time leading scorer. No good. He's Taylor the rebound. He had Thrash up ahead, didn't see him. Ooh, Jackson with a crossover. Kerry?
He's got to come out and keep shooting. He was sick yesterday, missed school, Orlando, but you know, these kids don't have any feelings, it don't seem like. They can miss 1 or 2 and keep shooting and knock them down.
I mean, let's be honest, Holt's not supposed to win tonight. We're only 5 guys. Let's get the ball into Dantillo. Let him get a shot and go to work against Jackson Jukes. Yeah. Jackson Jukes cannot hang with it.
No.
Sticks with a 3. Knocks it down. Sam Sticks. Holt's on the board, 3-0. Brandon Graham. The thing is with Brandon, he'll force stuff.
Yeah, he will. And he will try to take matters in his own hands. And he's just got to sit down and play basketball and let his team help him.
There's Jukes on the sophomore Wilfer. Harris has got it. He goes baseline. And so far so good, Kerry. I mean, I think there's going to be some jitters on Zumwalt West being senior night, don't you think?
Well, not only jitters, they probably had a mental letdown. They've heard all Holt's kids aren't going to be here, so they probably like, oh, this is an easy one for us, but that's not the case. We still got Big 34, and we got 2 other starters who've been really contributing. And
I think Coach Williams wants to slow it down. We had a couple opportunities for a break, but I think you kind of want to take the air out of the ball, don't you, Kerry? You would think they would want to get the ball to 34 and let him go to work as he gets a rebound right there. Yeah, that's his second rebound. Sticks with a 3 from the corner. He can't get it. The sophomore Wilfer underneath. He's fouled. They don't call it. Tip back out the trash. Here come your Indians. 5:24 in the first. 3-0.
They got to sit down and run something clean. Let Dantillo get the ball in the low post, get Mitch to the high post, and just run something clean. Now,
and there's Brandon Graham with a pressure. He leads the GAC in steals, and you can't force it against him. Sticks, he's got another look. He knocks it down. We were looking for a big game out of that kid, and so far so good for Sam Sticks.
And the thing is, he's getting wide open jump shots, and that's what you want as a shooter. You want clean jump, clean looks.
Well, you know that they're going to be packing in against Dantillo. They do anyway. And with having all the boys out, Harris with a 3 coming right back at you. He nails it. The senior. It's 6-3 with 4:44 in the first.
That's one thing he does do well. His shot doesn't look pretty, but it works when it works.
Weak pass by Thrash. He gets it back. Hit a big ball. Dantillo Daniels. He's going to go to the line.
Hey, he wanted to dunk that ball, but them are 2 jumpers just going up colliding in the midair.
Dantillo missed the first. He makes the second. 7-3. Yeah, they go big, Kerry. I watched them play against Bayless, and their big boys on the bench are really not a factor. They're going to come in, take up some space, probably give some fouls.
One thing about Brandon Graham, he is so calm under pressure.
Yep, there he goes to the hole.
Calm.
Pull-up jumper. Yeah, the kid can flat out play, and he's got a mid-range jumper, which is a lost art. Crash to the hole. The one thing that Brandon will do, though, if Holt can get him in foul trouble, Thrash, he can't hit. Sticks with a rebound to Mitchell. Got to go up strong, kid. Gets it blocked. Out of bounds. Good hustle by Thrash. Mitchell's got to put that down. You got to come away with 2 points there, Kerry.
And he's got to go up to dunk the basketball. That's the one thing Mitch hasn't learned yet. He's 6'6", 6'7", but he's got to go up and dunk a basketball.
7-5 Holt, 3:55 to go in the first. And, you know, the good thing about this press is it's kind of a token press, not real aggressive. They're going to slow it down. They get a steal. Mitchell, don't travel. Okay. Wow. I think that's what Coach Williams wants to do. Just slow the game down. Less possessions for West is good for us.
That's right. And that's a good idea. You know, don't take the press lightly. Keep pressure on them. But then after that, get to our set quick.
See, Graham will go for them steals. There's Sticks for his third three. Oh, my goodness. Man, Sticks came to play tonight. He's got 9. 10-5 Holt.
That's just clean. That was a quick shot. He got
Jackson with a push. Got to stop Harris. Don't foul. Harris gone for a hole. 10-7. Nice move by the senior.
And Dan Teal's got to go up and block that ball.
Yeah.
I mean, that's sometimes.
There's Graham trying for another steal.
Sometimes.
Jackson. Go ahead.
Sometimes that's a deceptive deal because you think some kid's going to be nice and easy on you, and they're not. Nice.
Steal. Daniels. There's no way that big kid. Holt gets a break and a travel. 2:48 to go in the first. Holt 12, Jubal West 7. Senior night. Old Fountain, Missouri. All right, here we go.
All day.
Here we go, 12-7 carry. This first half is sponsored by Motorola. Pick up all your latest Motorola Android phones and accessories at Walmart. Carrie, were you aware you could get Motorola at Walmart?
You know what? I wasn't until then, but now, you know what? I'm looking into it. I'm looking into a new Motorola.
Well, check it out. Dan Teal up high, 12-7. Holt came to play. You got to be proud and proud of these kids. Oh, getting tangled up. And they're going to call a foul on number 5, who's checked in the lineup for Zumwalt West, the little man, number 5, Dexter Walker, 5'8" junior. Hey, Kerry, if he's 5'8", I'm 6'1".
And I tell you what, this could be their little bugaboo right here because they're going to man, and there's no answer for Dan Teal, and Brandon's getting crossed out of his shoes by Orlando.
Yeah, Brandon hasn't seen Orlando Jackson. Mitchell go up strong, get the rebound, up against Jackson, and Jackson blocks him. That's all right. I like the aggressive move by Mitchell.
Yeah, and he might have got fouled on the first one, you know. Somebody's got to keep Brandon within arm's length.
Yeah, we need Mitchell Wolf to score. That's all right. He got himself too far into the basket. Graham with a 3. Wilfer with a rebound and a nice play. Nice play by Wilfer.
That's just active basketball. Thinking on your toes, reacting, and making a good play.
Well, the thing is, Brandon Graham gets a lot of steals, but he hasn't seen Orlando Jackson play. He does not know how quick he is. He's tried 3 times to get a strip. He doesn't have one yet, Kerry.
No, and Orlando's got a really low crossover. It's hard to take them out across. That was a very bad.
What did they call it on?
Mitchell. That was a very.
Yeah, well, the thing is, Mitchell has got to stay out of foul trouble.
Yeah.
He's got to stay out of foul trouble. Speaking of awards, Kerry, it's possible that Coach Williams could be Coach of the Year in the GAC with this turnaround. And I tell you what, he's a lock for best dressed Coach of the Year in the GAC. What do you think?
If he was 4 inches taller, we might not know him. He might be a model on the runway.
He might be out there with Mertz. Near steal, and we get the steal. He's strong with it. Tell you what, kudos to Coach Williams for coming out with his press. There's going to be 2 points right there. Drop step, up, fouled, no call. No call. Getting hammered. Jackson in the passing lane. He's got Teal. He takes it in. No worries. Teal the big ball and a foul. I'm telling you what, Kerry Brown. These Holt Indians came out to play. Orlando Jackson must have 3 steals already.
And you know what? Our Holt Indians are 8 or 9 players deep, to tell you the truth. It doesn't matter if those other kids aren't here. They're 8 or 9 players deep, and they can play serious basketball when they come to play.
Let me tell you what. All these kids came to play. That's not like the big fella to miss. He's 1 for 3 at the line. 14-7 Holt. Minute to go in the first. Look for Brandon. Brandon will press the issue. We'll see what he does here. Harris has been their main man so far tonight.
Well, the thing with Brandon, like I said, he's one of those kids, he can shoot you out or keep you in, Get it! Might be 3 in the lane.
Walker with 3. Can't give that up. Kerry, I'm surprised that West is not pressing, knowing that we don't have a long bench tonight.
Well, I think the problem is They only had 3 kids athletically that can press, you know.
High pass there by Jackson. Thrash was posting up the little man. I said earlier, they got this kid listed at 5'8". If he's 5'8", I'm 6'1", Terry.
Yeah, and Dexter also got away with pushing the back right there. Usually Lamar Thrash makes that play easily, you know.
Harris in the corner. Cannot foul Mitchell. They've hit, 3 threes, Terry?
Yes, they have.
Harris got 2. And this Walker kid.
No, Harrison's got 1. Brandon Graham's got 1.
Oh, yeah. Yep. 14-10 Holt, 9 seconds. They want Walker, they want Harris. Don't worry about 44, he's not gonna hurt you.
You got it. Oh!
Teal with another rebound. And that's the end of your first quarter. It's 14-10 Holt over the 4-2 ball West Jaguars. Terry, 14-10 Holt after 1. Pretty darn good first quarter for the Indians.
Yeah, you know, and what they've done, Sam Sticks single-handedly has brought them out of their zone. So now we're going to go to man, and Teal's going to get what he wants against Jackson all day.
They can't stop that.
That's all day. Oh!
That's all right. Another rebound. Oh, I can't believe you missed that.
You know what?
He's
getting hacked like crazy in there. You know, that's unfortunate.
Oh, that's what we cannot do. We cannot pick up silly fouls because we don't have the bench strength tonight. No offense to the kids that Charles brought up from JV, and we should probably talk about them. You've got a guard sophomore, Eric Payton. You got a guard sophomore, Connor Bunch, a freshman, Mark Cushing, and then another sophomore, Michael Carter. Coach Williams brought him up for reinforcements tonight under the circumstances. We'll see if they hit the floor. Got Graham underneath. Teal with a block. Sticks got it. Off to Jackson. He's got Teal, and you got to give it to him. Jackson strong to the hole. He scores. Hey, there's your air ball. Zumwalt West. Graham.
He did go strong.
Mitchell.
He went real strong.
Graham to the hole.
Not
tonight. Not on senior night. Take your time. 16-10 Holt, 7 to go. I tell you what, Orlando Jackson has played very strong tonight thus far.
Yeah, and coming off an illness yesterday where he missed school, you know.
Got a high-low. You got to look for Dan Teal. Daniels right here.
They can get it right here if they want it. They can get it right
Sticks.
here.
He feels it. Oh, my goodness. Sam Sticks is carrying this whole team.
Easy catch and shoot.
Oh, Jackson with a strip. We're looking at 10 seconds. They get it across. Zach Hole's checked in. 19-10.
What's surprising is Jackson has not taken one shot, and he looks a little rattled out there.
He took, who hasn't?
Jackson.
Oh, yeah, Jackson Jukes.
Yeah.
Steal. Here comes Orlando Jackson. No, I think I got to tell you, I believe they thought they were going to walk all over us in the big story.
They did.
And Holt with a 9-point lead. Mitchell, he's feeling it. The spin move, gets it out, throws it away. Well,
Sam's got to keep coming in.
Yeah, we'll turn over.
They got to look for Teal. They got to look for Teal. I mean, he has it every time. Every single time when Mitchell gets the ball, Dan Teal, it doesn't matter. They can get their whole bench on. They can't guard Dan Teal, Danny.
Absolutely right. This is Dr. Brown. Kerry Brown, Doctor of Basketball, Wentzville Holt. Always with expert analysis. Here comes Jackson Jukes. Jackson hasn't even taken a shot, right?
No, and he doesn't want the basketball, to tell you the truth. Look at that. I mean, he's looking. It's a hot potato to him.
Well, he's not used to going against number 34, probably the player of the year in the GAC
There's
conference.
the first one. He gets it. No.
Orlando with a board. Strong game. Shut him down thus far. Post up Teal. Thrash. Back out to Jackson. Holt is fine running some clock, and you can't blame him. Jackson. They got Sticks underneath. Teal picks up some more guard. Teal. Daniels, once again, if they don't give him the ball, he's going to find it, Gary. He's going to find it one way or another.
And right now, this game's almost on the verge of getting ready to run them out of the gym if they're not. They're settling for anything.
Yeah.
Pushing the back. Brandon Graham pushing the back.
Hey,
that's savvy. That's a little savvy.
Yeah, well, the kid's going to get his points. I tell you what, I've got many of those pushes in the back of my day at the YMCA against that kid.
Here comes big 50 now, big number 50.
Yeah, but I'm not worried about their big guys. They really don't provide any value to us. Thrash strong to the hole, double pump, can't get it. Mitchell's got to watch his fouls. Jukes, he's got Grant up ahead. Jukes to the hole.
There's nothing in there.
Nothing there. The guys, careful. Timeout.
Good job.
21-10 Holt, 4:43 2 to go in the second. He's out. Holt inbounds it. 21-12, 4:30 to go. And in a surprising move, Kerry, Brandon Graham is on the bench.
And that's maybe he just needed a breather.
And Jackson Jukes. I can't believe he's not getting fouled down there.
Yeah, and he is getting fouled. That's the thing. But
I don't know where this team's going to score right here. They got Harrison. 22 Zach Holt is a three-point shooter. Yeah, well, that we called it. We called it. That's the only guy you have to worry about scoring right now on that team is Zach Holt. I'm sorry, is Stephen Harris, other than if Zach Holt's going to spot up shoot. That's a jump. That's a jump ball right there. They didn't call it. Orlando with a turnover.
I mean, you just got to stop backing the kid down and playing with him. Put the ball in your strong hand and go right past him.
Yeah, just did a little too much there. Try to get too fancy. Things are still good. 21-12, 3:59 in the second. Correction, 21-14, 3:59 to go. West inbound once again. Graham and Jukes on the bench. I don't know if Coach Towers is upset with their play, wants to give them a break, wants to send a message. What do you think, Terry?
Oh, probably get them a break. I mean, they're trying to exude. Jackson's exuding a lot of energy. Brandon looks like he's on post mode, but he always does, though.
Yeah. Well, that's what he does. Before you know it, he'll have 20 points.
Jackson back to the scores table now.
Can't get anything by you, Kerry Brown.
And we'll settle for this. We'll settle for them passing the ball around.
Yeah. The only kids that can score right here are Zach Holt and then Harris. And DNT on the block. Nice follow. Jackson's got it. 1-on-4. Oh, he tried to do too much. I don't think it was a
think so.
They haven't seen that kind of quickness. They haven't seen that kind of quickness, Kerry Brown.
Get 2 steps, baby. Get 2 steps.
Tough call. Nice move by Jackson. I don't mind that at all.
Nice little ball fake, one right around the kid.
Yeah, that's out of travel. That ref hasn't seen that kind of quickness this year.
And you watch the NBA. That's how those boys right there. You can take it 1 step, and then your other step should be around the person. They don't have to be straight at him. This isn't 1950 and Bob Cousy.
Absolutely right. That's not a diss on Bob Cousy, is it, Kerry?
No.
Okay, just checking.
Hey, basketball's involved.
There comes Walker. Mitchell underneath. He can't get it. Jackson's under there. He loses it. And Trash picks it up. If I'm Coach Williams, I'm running some clock here.
And I'm just going to walk the ball up the floor, and I'm going to work number 34 this time. He's touching the ball definitely down this time.
Yeah, get him the ball so he doesn't. I mean, it's just a mismatch under there. I don't care if that kid's 250 pounds.
Yeah, it is a mismatch.
All right, Trash. They got him. They isolate. There he is. Trash has got to get the entry point. He's got to quit dribbling. Give him the ball.
He's way out, though. He's catching it way out of where he don't want to.
There goes Teal going to work. That kid's bumping him. Nice diss to Mitchell. Mitchell gets it blocked. I tell you what, Steve Harris is single-handedly keeping Jumo West in the ballgame.
And Brandon Graham's just checked back in the ballgame.
If it's not for Stephen Harris, this is a rout. Instead, it's a 7-point game. And you know they're not going to go away. It's senior night. You know they're not going away.
Well, it should be, as somebody in the crowd point out that Coach Williams on the referee, well, he is, because his man is getting just mauled down in the post.
Absolutely.
Mauled.
Sticks. There goes Graham. He goes up with a floater. And
that was too easy.
Yeah.
That's too easy. He got away with a little shove with the inside hand, but that's what he does. He's learned that from playing with the men in the summer.
The kid can flat out play. He's got 7.
There's a foul.
And that's going to be the 4th team foul on the Jaguars. Terry, is it the Jaguars or the Jaguars?
I'd say Jaguars, I guess.
There's Graham. Get a look at the 6'1" senior.
Let's go to work, Phil.
Give it to him. Should have gave it down the inbound. All right. Graham's going to go for the steal here against Jackson. There's Sticks. You got to give it to him. Isolated. He's getting fouled. Here comes a drop step. Jackson for 3.
That's off, way off.
That's a set. He's got to quit hanging his head. It's his second air ball, and he's hanging his head.
That's a jump ball. That's a jump ball. That's a jump ball.
Jump ball. Good call by the refs. Brandon doesn't like it.
They're still having a little words with the coach right now. I think they're arguing about getting the basketball, you know?
Well, I don't know. My word is get him the basketball.
Get close, Sam!
14 fouls on the Jaguars.
Backdoor Teal!
21-16, Jukes with a 3. He can't hit it. Mitchell, nobody goes after it. Mitchell with a nice play. That's as good as a rebound. Here come your Indians.
And I'll tell you what Mitchell did there. He didn't get the ball, but he made sure no one else got it either. That's one thing you got to do. You don't, when the ball goes up, don't go after the ball. Go look to touch somebody. Block out the guy who took the shot. And that's
Jackson done a great job handling the ball and on defense. Look at Graham.
Oh!
Continue.
Oh, baby!
Well, we can't get Dan Teal the ball, and
Dan Teal,
consequently, it's 21-16.
and Dan Teal is getting fouled, and he's getting frustrated because he is being fouled so bad. It's ridiculous that they never can make one call for that kid. He fights and fights and fights the whole game. Here comes the jumper.
Yeah, Nate. Yep, there's Graham. He's so strong going to the hole. Now, tough call right there. Very tough call. And West is going to go line.
Coach Williams has got to be beside himself.
Yeah, Terry, we look like we're going to run them out of the gym in 54 seconds left. It's regardless of what happens here. It's going to be a close game going into halftime.
They're going to let him hang around because that's how it is the whole. We cannot get a call ever.
No.
Daniels is getting mauled down there. Every time he touches the ball, he's getting fouled. And then he's not getting one call.
No, not one call. Well, we get a break. The big fellow 50 misses the first, and he's going to miss this one. Grab the ball, and he does grab it. And we got to be careful in backcourt. Graham is going to get a steal. It's just a matter of time. Jackson on a little man Walker. Let's get it down to our big fella. Graham with a good game. And they finally call one on Brandon Graham. Is that his second or first? His first. That's 5 on the Jaguars. 21-16, 38 seconds to go.
They should go right now in the post, right now.
Right here on the entry pass.
Look at Teal, look at Teal!
You're fine. You can talk during this thing. Jackson, guarded by Walker. Teal's got position. Gotta get him the ball.
There he is!
There he is. There you go. He's going up. He's fouled. There's a bucket. Oh, we've been asking for it. We've been calling for it. And Kerry Brown, we had a drop. That's a big bucket.
And I'm going to tell you something. It doesn't, 50 probably weighs out Dan Teal, probably about 10 or 15 pounds. He could not get around him for nothing. Dan Teal Daniels was so strong. He couldn't even get his foot in the lane.
You got to get it down. As we said at the start of the broadcast, your GAC Conference Player of the Year, hopefully right there, Dan Teal Daniels. It's going to be him or Brandon Graham right there. Holt, 24-16 with 20 to go. Go ahead, Kerry.
Two great players.
Absolutely. Teal, a 4-year starter at Holt, and Brandon Graham, a 4-year letter person at Holt, and a 3-year starter. Graham pushes off there. Jackson's on him. They're denying him the ball. Smart play by Williams. They got him trapped in the corner. Walker, he can't hit it. That's a big stop by your Holt Indians. 24-16, your Holt Indians, as we end the first half here in O'Fallon, Missouri. 24-16, Holt in the first half. We're about ready for the third quarter tip-off. Kerry, I think Coach Williams pulled a little Bill Belichick out on the New England Patriots. He's like, hey, we're just going to fill in who's missing.
I think the thing he's doing, he's got almost a perfect game plan right now. Not pushing the ball unless they absolutely have the numbers. They're playing a press, but really just to deter them, to make them think, you know. And they're just coming down playing sound defense and getting steals.
Well, and I look for some adjustments by Coach Towers. I'm looking for a full court press by Jamal West. What do you think?
Well, and I'll tell you one thing. When we said at the beginning of the game, the one thing about Brandon Graham, where he can hurt you or hinder you, sometimes his laid-back attitude is almost too laid-back. He's got to get a sense of urgency about him and go to work, because no one's stopping him. He's stopping himself right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And Kerry, as you know, the first half was brought to you by Motorola. As we said, get all your Motorola Android phones at Walmart. The second half is brought to you by local Carpenter Union number 5.
That's right.
What do we got going over there, Kerry?
Well, right now, you know, it's tough out there right now, but the Union's still staying strong right now, and it's third largest in the United States here in St. Louis. So still Union, everyone.
Kerry building a better St. Louis, one block at a time. I don't know. That's the best I could do, 1 2 by 4 at a time. All right, here we go. Holt inbound from our left to your right. We're in O'Fallon, Missouri, Fort Zumwalt West High School. And Kerry, if we can knock these guys off, well, there we go, right off the bat. Get it, you got to get it. Now, turnover right off the bat. They just flat out hustle us. Graham gets knocked to the ground. They don't call it, and he gets his own rebound on the floor. I've never seen anything like it. Out to Harris. Not how you wanted to start the second half.
No, Lamar Thrash should just get the ball to Sam. Don't force the issue. Just give it to the easy man.
All right, 24-19. We got to work through it, and we throw it away again. Not the pass we're looking for, and you got to weather the storm here, Kerry. Not a good start.
No, not off the bat. 2 turnovers by Lamar Thrash. Just got to calm down, do what you did in the first half. Don't get in a hurry. Go to the post and let it work inside out.
A couple adjustments made by Chad Towers from Zumwalt West. He brings in Walker, the 5'10", 5'6", and we get one back. He brings in the 5'8", 5'6", wherever the heck he is, Walker, and he also brings in number 50 on a surprise move. I guess he's going to body up Teal.
That's Brian Carroll.
Yeah, Carroll, and he's strictly in there to do one thing and one thing only, and that's to beat the crap out of Dan Teal Daniels. Good luck, young man.
Dan Teal came out and handled the ball easily.
One thing about Dan Teal, he just does not turn it over. Off the Thrash, in and out. Can't get the rebound. I thought Sam Sticks had that rebound, but he couldn't hold on to it.
Sam Sticks has got to do a better job of being aggressive and grabbing the basketball. You just can't allow yourself to live and die at the three-point line. You got to turn your game into a whole well-rounded game of basketball.
Well, Sam's had a nice game today. We like to see that rebound there. Walker on the dribble drive. Jackson with the pressure. Holt in a 1-2-2 zone. Been effective. You got to get on the shooters. The points are going to come from Harris, Jukes, and Graham. And Jukes, I don't know.
He is scared
He
is scared to death of Dan Teal.
Here's where Brandon Graham is good as it gets. That's as good as it gets. The kid in the low post is almost unstoppable. And for 6'1", and there's Graham with the near steal. It's 24-21, carries 6:25 to go in the third. And Holt has been outscored 5-0.
Holt's got to do one thing, get the ball to 34 right now.
Please, don't turn it over and get it in. Look for Mitchell ought to be able to score. And the Jaguars come out in a 1-3-1. They come out in a 1-3-1 press, and instead of us finding an open man, we're trying to dribble through it. And it's Jaguar basketball. You can't, for you young kids at home, you can't dribble through
There's a wall.
presses. You can't dribble through zone presses and zone traps. Can you, Karen?
3 in the lane.
There's Graham with a 3. He misses. Harris with a rebound. Back out to Jukes. He wants it. Into the lane. He's got Graham underneath. Easy bucket. We got 4 guys guarding 1 guy. And 24-23. Holt's been outscored 7-0.
And this is bad news right here. They gotta go to the post, and they gotta go to the post quick.
You're absolutely right. There's Mitchell. High-low. Mitchell's got to score. I like that. Mitchell has got to look to score to take some of the pressure off of Dan Teal.
And the one thing he's got to do, don't go in looking for a body contact. Just go up strong and lay the basketball.
Absolutely.
If he went to his right hand instead of trying to go back to his left, he had an easy layup. Instead he got the contact. But I'll take him going to line. Hopefully he can knock down 2 points.
Once again, expert observation by Kerry Brown.
Cash money.
Mitchell, a 6'6" sophomore out of Lake St. Louis. Who did he play a summer ball, Kerry?
We don't know, but he's undecided.
Last year
he had mixed play with the Aces. Then he went to play with the Raptors a little bit. So
all right.
We'll see.
Free agent.
Free agent.
All right, he makes 1 of 2, 25-23 your Holt Indians. 5:43 to go. Holt stays in a 1-2-2. Jackson gets his hand in the passing lane. Bust out. He can get it on the other end, and he does. Big play by the sophomore, Orlando Jackson.
And that's just keeping your hands up, kids. On his own, you keep your hands up, take away passing lane with your hands.
Hey, what I don't understand about Orlando is he slips a lot on the floor, and he's got the same tennis shoes everybody else has, speaking of slipping, and there's a bailout. And I tell you what, one reason and one reason only that he gets that call, and it's because it's senior night, and he's Brandon Graham.
Yeah, and that was a horrible call. I mean, I hate to keep harping on the refs, but Zumwalt West is purely mauling Dan Teal Daniels. And if you barely blink in the same gym with these kids, it's going to be something. Like right there, I mean.
Stay down. That kid's not going to score.
That's horrible. That's a horrible call.
Looked like a good block, but you know what? I've seen his kid shoot free throws, and it reminds me of some of the bricklaying that's going on in the neighborhood and with the new homes.
You can believe that. You can all them bricks he's throwing at the backboard. And right on cue.
And of course he proves us wrong there. Nothing but the bottom of the net for the big fella.
Took him 2 days and a week to get that shot off.
Yeah, I don't think he can make 2 in a row.
Living a dream he is.
27-25. The Jaguars are not going away anytime soon. Thrash. He's got sticks in the middle. Back to Thrash. He's in a corner, and we throw it away. Thrash is having some trouble, and they're going to get sticks with a push on the floor.
And we're going with Eric Payton right now.
And, you know, Coach Williams calling on the youngsters. Number 3, Eric Payton from Yard Drive checking into the ball game, and the sophomore for the senior, Coach Williams, going young here, giving the kid from Yard Drive a chance.
Hey, we'll see what he can do here. This is a big moment here. He's just got to settle down. His heart's probably racing right now, and calm down and play basketball. He's been playing basketball since he was probably 5 or 6, you know.
Yeah, and Eric's a big-time player. Here's a spin move. Sticks gets a piece of it. Jackson picks it up. Good defense by Sticks. He's got Teal behind. Takes it in. They're going to call block, and we might have got away with one there, but strong move by Jackson to the hole.
Well, you know what? We got away with the charge, but 31 Harris was riding Orlando like a horse all the way down the floor. So I think he got pushed into that.
I tell you what, we need these free throws badly. 27-25, Holt 4:49 in the third.
One big thing, Daniels has not touched the basketball.
Now we've got, what, 3-4 turnovers in the second half?
Yeah, and that's not, and then all of them by Lamar Thrash. So
yeah. Good move by Coach Williams. Get him on the bench. Senior will forget about it. Jackson can't convert, and back come the Jaguars. Holt with a 3-point cushion. Graham in a corner. He's going to go right through 4 people. Tries to dish it underneath to the big fella. Not going to work.
You know what he did? He saw Dan Teal there and he's like, I'm going to challenge you. This is what he did. I'm going to challenge you and split you and see what I can get.
You got to watch Harris on his inbound. And that's Holt basketball. That's Holt basketball. The youngster, Eric Payton, might have caused the turnover there.
I think he just snuck in underneath and just kept his eye on the ball.
Well, let's give you a little scoop on Eric. Eric, look for him to drill the 3 if he gets a chance. He's a good 3-point shooter. Leads the JV team in 3-point connections. There he is in the corner. He had a look, but he decides to get it back to Jackson. You got to get out of that corner. And luckily, we get out of there.
Hey, Teal, let's get that ball now, baby. Let's go.
I know. Thrash back in for Payton. Kid gets a little time, fires it up. You gotta love it.
We gotta find Teal. Holt, let's go.
Yeah, Holt's got to get it down to 34. He's our meal ticket. He's our D1. He's probably Conference Player of the Year.
Sag Orlando.
Good D by Mitchell. Jackson stay in the ground. Mitchell with a block. Jackson with a retrieval. He's fouled. Good call by the refs, and that's going to be the 13th foul on the Jaguars.
And I tell you, one thing I said earlier in the year, Mitch Wilson is capable of playing with emotion. A lot of kids don't do that, and he feeds off of it. Good hard hand slabs. He's feeding off that block, and he told Jackson, get it out.
Well, Mitchell Wilfer, a big part of Frontier's undefeated run a couple years ago over there, Kerry. And last year, they brought him up. Nice pass. I don't know where he was going with that. Sticks in a corner. Another one. Yeah! Stick, are you kidding me?
Wide open looks is what you want.
Hey, I don't care if Dan Teal touches it. If that kid's going to knock down 3s. There goes Graham. Oh! That's offensive. And Randy Graham is getting a little frustrated here on senior night, and he might catch him a technical right here. And look at Dan Teal having a little fun with his buddy. Look at Dan Teal and Graham talking on the way back. And I tell you what, I got 2 words for you right there, Terry Brown. Major frustration.
Well, too, and you know, don't have a conversation with the ref. You're not in the NBA. Just go back and play basketball, baby. Go back and play basketball. Keep it simple.
That's the thing. He's got to work through it, and we got to work through that right there.
Yeah.
I missed it on camera. Near travel. There's Trash. He keeps his balance. He got. Oh, right idea. That was the right idea, Terry Brown.
That was the right idea. And then he should have been alive because they're both 6'6", 6'7", throw it in the air and go
Yeah,
get it.
it was just a little too hot for Salmon. I mean, I think the only one that catches that is Greg Jennings from the Green Bay Packers. He probably would have one-handed it, Kerry.
He might have bought it in and went ahead and celebrated like T.O., baby.
Here we go. They got Graham with a 3.
Good look, good shot.
The senior, in and out. Thrash can't haul it down. Jackson Jukes with a 3.
Nothing.
He can't hit it. And Dantil Daniels is going to get that one. You got to bust out. Thrash to Jackson. Oh, and they volleyball it back in. Missed opportunity, and looks like Dantil is hobbling there.
Coming up a little limp, man, and that's
Look
not,
out.
That's not good.
And Zach Holt, 22, is checked in, and that kid can flat out shoot. He's a spot-up shooter for West. They look to get some more offense. Jackson is really giving the distance, and they call travel. And the senior is about ready to lose his cool and about ready to get a technical. And Coach Towers with a nice substitution if you're a West fan, because you got the boiling point there by Brandon Graham. And Brandon's acting like he's a sophomore and not a leader on this team. I'm sure Towers will give him the business.
Well, I told you, the deal with Brandon is he's one of those kids. He can hinder you or help you. He's such a great kid, though. He's just got to get it all under control.
Well, look for him to have a big fourth quarter, Kerry. I mean, I've seen him play enough, and he is a stud. Sticks, wanted another one. To the lane, taking it in. Can't get it. Dantil with the leftovers. He's fouled. They just don't want to call a foul. And then Mitchell picks one up 90 feet away from the basket. You just got to, once they get that rebound, Kerry, you just got to get back on defense.
Yeah, I understand. It's total frustration if you're Dantil. He's getting killed, man. He's getting murdered every single time.
And the bad news is that's the third foul on the 6'6" sophomore from Lake St. Louis, Mitchell Wolper. You don't want to pick up a foul 90 feet away from the basket.
No,
31-25, Holt, 2 to go. And we're going to get another look from one of the young kids.
Sam Sticks
for the steal. Now just take care of the ball here. Run some clock. Looks like Mark Cushing, 13, a freshman from Wentzville, is going to check in so that... we saw this happen the other night. It turned into a scrum. Holt turns it over. Checking into the Holt lineup, number 13, Mark Cushing. I can't say enough about this young kid from Wentzville. He's a freshman, 6'1", but Kerry, I've been watching him all year. He's playing 6'4" down there. Look at him battle. He's a football player too, by the way.
And he's strong. He's got to get back out of the shooter right here.
Yeah, he's not afraid of anybody. Leads the young JV team in rebounds and scoring.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Now we pick up a cheap one there. That's going to go on Orlando.
But you know what? This is really so frustrating because we are just barely touching them, and Holt is just getting mauled on the other end of these. Dantil can't get one.
Well, Towers brings back his leader, senior, back in the lineup, Brandon Graham, and he takes out Harris to give him a blow for the fourth. 31-25. Pushing in a passing lane. Nice shot by the freshman. The inbound to Walker. They look underneath. 44's checked into the lineup. Jukes up top.
Stay!
Don't leave him. You can't leave Brandon. Pushing does. Pump fake. Pull up. Katie bar the door. No, he missed it. Rebound. Dantil Daniels. You take care of it. Oh my! I tell you what, right there, the sophomore made the senior didn't look too good, did it?
And not just once. That's probably about the 6th or 7th time he's done that to him today. He just cannot catch up with that quickness.
Well, I talked to Brandon last night, and I could tell by his tone of voice he underestimated us. Now, I'm not saying we're going to win. A lot of basketball to be played. Oh, nice pass right there, pushing. Back to Jackson. We got to get it into the big fella. Can we get it into him one time?
He has not touched the basketball this quarter.
No, Jackson. There he does. There's a bucket. He's fouled. He's fouled. Dantil Daniels, the 6'5" junior, finally touches the ball. 33-25. Oh.
And this is just—it's unreal. I mean, I keep harping on it, but that's his bugaboo right there.
Yeah, he's really frustrated tonight. Man. It's not the way he wanted to go out tonight. And again, I'm not going to discount him in the fourth quarter. You got to give it to Dantil. Pushing, heady play, doesn't rush anything. Mark Cushing. Jackson to Cushing. Brandon Graham knocks it off him. Holt basketball underneath.
Brandon, so frustrated talking to the refs. A running conversation with the refs is not getting taken.
Yeah. Well, again, GAC potential player of the year, but he's not going to get it. He goes for a flop. Oh my! We got that on tape. A flop by Graham, and terrible call, but the senior, crafty, and he's laughing about it. He knows he got away with one. He just flopped and got away with it.
And it's 3 on Sam Sticks right now.
Williams, is he going to make a move? I don't think so. Graham goes to the line. That's a tough. That's just, I mean, that's a terrible call. I got to give Brandon Graham credit. I got to give him credit. He deked the ref into one there, Kerry.
Yeah, I'm just tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing that fake crap. I want to see Dan Teal get a call.
The thing is, it's terrible by the refs. Graham to the line, 33-25. And the kid's money at the line. You don't miss many free throws.
Make a call. Stop talking about it. Make a call on the other end and stop talking about it.
That's big. We had an 8-point lead, chance to go to 10, and now it's 6. Now it's 6. We cannot turn it over here. Cannot turn it over and hopefully get a bucket.
We just got away with a big call. Mark Cushing.
There he is.
Mark Cushing inbounded the ball to Dan Teal. Dan Teal stepped right back out of bounds and threw the ball back in.
6 seconds. Give it to Dan Teal. Jackson.
Got it.
That's right. Yes, we got it. That's a buzzer.